And that's the exact feeling you want to invoke in everyone who walks through your home.
In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever.
Hey, it's Isabel from the Assisted Living Network. Want to know how to fill your RAL beds quickly and have a waiting list in your care home? It all comes down to one thing: marketing. When it comes to marketing, you're going to want to consider open houses. You can't tell people about your product until they step inside. We all remember that first Uber that we got into, and it was so weird. It was like, I'm getting into a stranger's car. This is icky. I don't know about it. But when you come into the open house, when you got into that first Uber, you were like, hey, this is all right. I'm okay with this. I'm going to get there. I can listen to my music. I can charge my phone, and I don't have to worry about it. That open house gives that same experience. You should host at least 2 open houses or grand opening parties. These should happen within the first year of your home being open, preferably one before the home opens, and then one as you're needing more residents within those first 2 to 4 months of being open. Or maybe if it's a new ownership, you want a grand reopening. And I love that idea. You want as many people as possible to walk through your doors. The more people who step inside and see the product, see your home, the better. Now they want to go shout it from the rooftops. Hey, have you been to that assisted living home down the road? It's spectacular. It's definitely a place I'd want to go, and I can't wait to send my mom there when she needs care and assistance. And that's the exact feeling you want to invoke in everyone who walks through your home. Another tip for marketing is you. You want to market yourself as an expert before opening. We had an amazing student, Snawing, who opened his care home out in Wisconsin, and he took advantage of an incredible book opportunity. He participated in an opportunity to write a book about assisted living. And so he's now known as the expert. He literally wrote the book on assisted living, and this has helped him position himself as an expert. And so not only is it getting people to want to come into his home to check it out, it has people wanting to talk to him. Hey, do you know about this? Have you met this person? Have you heard about this? Now he's getting all sorts of contacts and leads, and relationships always lead to more money. Another student I want to point out was Wendy. Wendy has been posting the most amazing videos all over Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. She showcases her home, the seniors moving into her home, any activities that they do. When they have a new caregiver, she introduces them and lets you get to know them. These videos have been showcasing her home and herself as an expert in the community. That marketing is priceless. People now know her, they like her, they trust her. They definitely want to put their senior loved one into her care homes. Another one of our students, Deidre, is a fabulous community resource. She's a RIA club leader in her community out in Connecticut. And because of this and being involved in so many real estate clubs and events, she has been marketing assisted living in the Connecticut community. Everyone knows she is the go-to lady when you want to talk about assisted living or care for your loved ones or placement agents, caregivers, what options there are. She is the go-to. So when we talk about marketing, I want you to always consider marketing your home with an open house, but also marketing yourself. Who do you want to be in the community? And if you're trying to be a nameless, faceless brand, where when I go to your website, I don't find anything out about the owners, I don't find anything out about you, that's probably not going to go very far, because people want to know who's running this place. Who are you? What are your intentions? What got you started in this? And what is your why? All of those things are going to make you more lovable, trustable, likable, whatever the case is. Basically, you want to become known as the assisted living guy or the assisted living gal in your community. Another incredible marketing opportunity for your care home are community events. Whether that's local farmers markets, country clubs, neighborhood get-togethers, town hall meetings, church functions, you name it, you should be there with brochures, with business cards, with bundt cakes, with cookies, with whatever it is to promote your care home. Be a member of the community. Don't just show up to only promote yourself, but show up to be a part of it, to participate, to have fun, to bring value. And that's when everyone's going to know, like, and trust you again. Listen, everyone needs to know your brand and your business. If no one knows who you are, no one's going to come to the care home. If no one's ever heard of your home, they're not going to know to send their loved ones there. And that's why this is so important. When it comes to marketing, you can't forget relationships. Relationships are so important, whether it's with hospice agencies, placement agents, geriatric doctors and nurses, or other local RAL homes and big boxes. Reputation is key. These people talk, and they will get to the seniors first, usually. So your reputation will precede you. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to the relationships that you have built. When someone falls sick or hurts themselves, they're dealing with their geriatric doctor or nurses, right? When they're on their last leg of life, they're dealing with the hospice agencies. And when they say to those different people, hey, who do you recommend as an assisted living home? You want to make sure that your name comes up first. Or if they say, have you ever heard of ABC Assisted Living Home? That they're not saying, they're terrible, that owner is awful, and whatever the case is, that's the worst thing that could happen. Your relationships will save you. Your reputation will save you. Another major thing to consider when you are marketing your care home is placement agents. Placement agents are basically real estate agents for assisted living, more or less. When your senior loved one needs assisted living, they'll usually work with a placement agent. They will gather information about them saying, what price point, what budget, what location, what amenities are you looking for in the care home that you want for your senior loved one? And the family who employs the placement agent, they don't pay the placement agent. The placement agent will take that senior's family around to some local options and determine what is the best fit for them. Now, whichever home or facility that family chooses, that home or facility has a contract with the placement agent that usually pays out at a half of a first month's rent or an entire first month's rent. So if it costs $5,000 to live in your care home, you would owe that placement agent either half of that, $2,500, or the full lump sum, $5,000, if they choose to live in your home. Now, building relationships with placement agents is going to save you a lot of money. I know it sounds like a lot of money. Oh my God, I'm going to have to give them an entire first month's rent. Here's a tip. Don't pay them the whole first month's rent. Change the contract when you guys are negotiating and signing that contract that you're going to pay half on the first month and half on the second month. That way you're not completely out on the first month. But those relationships help you fill beds a lot faster, because a lot of daughter Judys, when they're determining if their loved one needs care and where they should go, they don't know where to look. And so they usually stumble into a relationship with a placement agent. And that placement agent knows everyone in the community and will recommend the best options for them. You want to be that best option. You want to be the last person who was in their office delivering them bundt cakes and brownies. You want to be the last one who sent them a text message that said, Happy Valentine's Day or Happy 4th of July, whatever the case is. You want to be top of mind. Placement agents, it may cost a bit, but they will help you fill your beds fast, paying for speed. Something else I want you to consider is open house invitations, newsletters, holiday cards, and texts. When it comes to newsletters, as people are coming to tour your home, you're going to be gathering information about them, like names, phone numbers, emails. Those emails can start to build a list, and you can send out a quarterly or monthly newsletter that lets people know what's happening in your home. Because just because someone tours your home but doesn't choose your home doesn't mean that they're not going to come back. Sometimes a senior may end up choosing a large facility down the street because it had the big chandelier or it had the pickleball court. And now a couple months later, they determine, hey, the care actually wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And so they're looking for a place to go. Well, if you've been staying top of mind by sending them monthly or quarterly newsletters, they may want to come back and tour your home again. And now they choose you. Hey, I'd rather be second time chosen than never chosen. So I'm always going to stay in communication with anyone who walks into the home. Now, when you have those invitations for a new person moving into the home, you're going to throw a tea party or a holiday festival. If you're going to do a Halloween party or a Thanksgiving, feast, all those different things, and you're sending invitations to all the people who you've been gathering their information for the last couple of months or years, this is going to bring community, and people are going to start to see what you're doing and then say, wow, that really was a great home. That really was a great option. Maybe we should move mom or dad there, because maybe they also decided to keep them at home. And so you staying in communication keeps that line open where they may still want to come back to you. always be marketing. Another key for marketing is Facebook pages and websites. If you don't have an online presence, where does Daughter Judy find you? You need to have a Facebook page where you're posting real life photos. I know in the beginning they're probably going to be stock photos and images, but as soon as you do have seniors in your home, post them. Post the fun activities that you guys are doing. And on the website, share a little bit about you, your why you're in this business, why you love your care home and you love working with seniors. All of those things are going to put a name, a face, a personality to your business. When it comes to marketing, don't forget hard copy handouts. Old school works. These are the things that you need to put into someone's hands. Make sure that they look professional. Make sure that the words are spelled right and your contact information is nice and big. What I'm talking about is brochures, business cards, different flyers or pamphlets that someone could physically take the information with them. You can't just tell someone, hey, go to abcresidentialassistedliving.com. First of all, it's a mouthful. Second of all, I'm going to forget it. I need something to take home with me. I need a hard copy so I can remember the information and go search it later. QR codes and business cards work all day, but I want to make sure that you're leaving them physically with something. So take it from me, we're going to go a little old school on that one. I also want to say this. When it comes to marketing, consider how are you adding to your community? We have amazing student stories of care homes that they've opened where they've done photo ops for young kids, or on the holidays, they've set up a beautiful haystack with a barrel and done like a fall festival type photo opportunity out front of their home. And so when people drive by, they say, we want to take family photos there, and it's open for them to come and do that. Or they do a beautiful Christmas spread and you can come take family photos there. We even had a student who did a car show. They literally posted something in their community Facebook page that said, hey, we want to have a car show for our seniors. And if you have a nice fancy car or want to show it off, come and drive by, and they put their address and they put the home. They thought they were going to have 5 fancy cars. Over 70 cars showed up to this car show. The seniors loved it, and that was a major marketing tool for them. When it came to that car show, it was an amazing way to add to the community and bring the community together. I also want to note one of our other students who always supports small businesses. She posts in her local community pages, hey, we want to go out and visit a place where we can go have lunch with the seniors. If you want to come hang out with us and eat lunch, we're going to XYZ restaurant. And they choose only small businesses, local lunch spots, and it's so much fun. And other people show up and they say hi to the seniors and take photos, and all the seniors wear like swag for the house, and it starts to really build this community. And it makes a lot of people say, wow, like I would want my mom or my dad, if they have to go into a care home, I want them to go to that care home. They seem really fun and they seem really cool. Also, on a really more heartfelt note, there's been a lot of storms that have happened in some of the communities where our students have care homes. I know we've had students in multiple locations where a storm happened and there was no power, there was no water, there was no food for their community for days, sometimes even up to a week. They opened their care homes as a storm shelter. They said, come on over, take showers, come on over, we're cooking food, we have water, because they have generators and they have all of these backup things that maybe you wouldn't have in your regular home, but you definitely have in a care home. All those ways help add to the community and make you a great member of it. And they really help with marketing. It's kind of like secret marketing. Because the reality is, you guys, everyone is tuned in to WIIFM, the What's in It for Me channel. And if you enter a community thinking, what's in it for me, you're probably not going to come off very genuine and sincere. If you don't enter the community remembering that, you're not going to gain a good reputation. You need to be thinking, how can I help other people? How can I support other people? Not just, I need to fill beds and I need to do it fast and how can I do it the cheapest and people should be picking me over other people. No. That energy is not going to attract anyone. Start thinking how you can help other people, how you can be a resource in the community. If you're the expert in the community, people are going to come to you. And even when you're full, they're going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, do you know of any other amazing care homes that we could go to? If you have been adding to the community, you've been attending events and you've been promoting your business, but also sharing resources with people, they're going to lean on you. If you've been building relationships relationships and have a great reputation. People are going to recommend you. So marketing is always going to be key, and you never stop marketing. Even if your beds are full, even if you have a waiting list, you still market all day, every day. At the end of the day, when it comes to marketing, you can use Facebook, you can use placement agents, but it's always going to come down to relationships. It's always going to come down to your reputation. Thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network.